Hey guys, welcome back. A bit of a different video today, something a little bit more somber. I've been doing a lot of self-reflection over the last week or so. I watched a video a couple of days ago of Samet, an Aussie drifter that's now living over in Japan. Really good dude. It's really fun watching his journey. Actually, he's essentially documenting his journey going from grassroots up to try and compete in pro level drifting, and he's all the trials and tribulations he goes through along the way. Really good guy, just genuine, honest, nice dude. Just he's doing it because he loves drifting. He's doing it because he loves sharing his journey with everyone, through YouTube or wherever you consume his content. I will link to his channel in the video in particular down below. Essentially, he was running in one of the FD qualifiers. I think it's FD2 that he's running in. Had a few issues on the day, new car that you had dialed in, there was issues with lines and markings and all sorts of stuff. Long term, the end result was he didn't end up scoring very well. Had a bit of a bad day, he felt he drove really well. He knows, he sort of towards the end of the video, he does a bit of a monologue bit, which is what's instigated me doing my own version of this, about the feedback he got and the comments he got from people when he had this bad run and when he ended up essentially getting a zero on his run. Excuse the puppy dog's walking in behind us. There's probably a second I'm going to follow behind in a second if she's not already under the desk. He put this little bit of a monologue bit up at the end about the comments and stuff that he had. People like, stop drifting, what are you bothering for, you're so crap. It's like all this troll typical troll type comments about him. And it's quite funny though. I mean, for someone like him that has a pretty big following online and a pretty big following on his YouTube channel, he made a good point of, man, if you want to keep doing it, because all it's doing is making my channel more popular, bumping it up in the algorithm for YouTube, making me more money. So your bad comments are doing nothing. They don't bother him. They're just like, whatever, you're making me more money, more for you. It just made me think, because obviously I've been doing photography and stuff for cheapers. Over 25 years. I got my first camera when I was like 13. That's almost over 30 years. No, I was younger than 30 when I got my first camera. That's 30 years. I've been shooting cars for at least well over 15 years, which is what I primarily do now. I've been doing portraits for 20 odd years. I've been around for a long time, and obviously I've copped a lot of comments, and I've copped a lot of obviously as the internet got more popular, I've copped a lot more comments and stuff about my own work, and comments about things that I'm doing and the way I shoot things and stuff like that. And just it's never really bothered me. Yes, it does bother you initially. You're like, what the hell's your problem? Then you know what? I really don't care. Like, if anything, I feel sorry for people like that. That you're so insecure that you have to go out of your way, take time out of your day to try and belittle someone else to make yourself feel better. I really feel sorry for people like that. Is your life so boring? Is it so meaningless that is the only way you can feel better about yourself? Man, I don't know what's going on in people's heads sometimes. And I've consumed a lot of Samet's content. He's such a genuinely nice guy. Like he's just genuine. Like he's just a lovely dude. He's got a wife, family. He started a family over in Japan with his wife and kid. And like you can see the joy in his face when he's drifting. You can see the joy when he has a really good run. When he talks about his cars, he does a lot of the mechanic work himself, building the cars and the engines and rebuilding and stuff like that. And you see the joy in his face and in his expression when he's actually building stuff and actually in that moment with the car. And there is a special connection between people and cars. I've never been able to explain it. I've always had it myself. Hence why I'm so passionate about my lovely little Skyline now that I've finally gotten one. It's funny. I mean, it's like everyone's on their own journey. Everyone's on at their own point in their career. Everyone's in their own point of their art for sake of photography. And that's it. That's one thing I've gotten a lot of over the years is, I don't shoot this way, I don't shoot that way. It's like, well, no, I don't like shooting like everyone else because I want my photography to stand out. I want my art to stand out. And you go to any major art gallery, I can tell you now, half the shit in there I look at and go, what is that garbage? But someone else comes on, looks at it and goes, oh my God, that's the best thing in the world. You see all this modern art stuff that's, a black canvas with one red line on it. I'm like, man, a 3-year-old could have done that. Someone else comes along and goes, I'll pay $1 million for it. Art is completely subjective, and it's completely in the eye of the beholder. It also comes down to the motives of why you do what you do. Samet does his drifting because he loves it. No other reason. He loves drifting. He loves being in the car. He loves being involved in the community. It's the only reason he does it. I do my photography because I love creating something. I love capturing those moments in people's lives. I love creating something different. I remember I know myself from doing car racing and bikes and track days and stuff like that over the years, that you look back and you're like, damn, I wish someone had a camera on corner 4, because man, I really would line through there. And I look back at that and I'm like, man, I wish I had that memory I could go back and look at, whether it was to post on social media, was to print out and put in your lounge room. Over the years, I've had hundreds of people asking for photos to print out, to give to friends for birthdays, and get canvases for their loved ones or their mates or whatever for their birthdays or Christmas, or just as a special thank you for them. I love the fact that people use my images for that. I think that's amazing. It's the fact that they can walk into the room and see a time. We're not going to be young forever. You're 80 years old, you look back and go, oh, I remember that day I was at Eastern Creek and we had that, that sick line through there and the old car stuff. Like it means a lot to me that people use my images like that. If I could draw, if I could paint, I'd be doing the same thing. I'd be trying to capture people through that. I'd be trying to be catching people's emotions or times or landscapes or whatever through that. I can't paint, I can't draw, I do photography. For me, it's, and now especially the boys are older, I love capturing the images for other people, but it also is now allowing me to spend a lot more time with my boys. That they're older, they can come out to the track days, they're assisting me with my media things, they're assisting me just on general track days. We go out and just hang around and stand with the spectators and take photos and compare notes, and we compare our videos and compare photos of each other, and I teach them everything I possibly can to improve their photography. And it's the same with any young photographers out there. There's a bunch that hang around a lot of the drift things. I'm more than happy to take as much time as needed to show them how to do stuff. And there's some out there that are just freaking brilliant. Like, they're absolutely amazing, the photos and stuff they're putting out. I love them. And I love seeing them improve. I love seeing them getting better. And it's like, next time, maybe try this little bit here, and explaining them where to catch the light better and where to get better angles. And now, obviously, everyone wants, a lot of people get in and they'll get the bog standard photos, and that's cool if you love doing that. It's something that you enjoy. Man, go for it. Like, all power to you. I love the fact that you're out there enjoying it. I love the fact that you're promoting a sport that we all love and a community we all love. And I just find there's so much. I said I've been doing this for track days and media type stuff on and off for like 25 years. I've never, until recently, I've never had an issue with the photographer or with another media person. I've always gotten on well with everyone. Everyone's in the same boat. We're all out there. We're all battling the freezing cold. We're battling the rain. We're battling the wind. We're battling the bad back at the end of the day because we've been lugging gear around and we've been getting into weird spots to try and get that perfect photo. Like, I don't, in this day and age of self-entitlement and narcissism that you find on the internet, it baffles me that people can't just you do you. Like, it's really not that hard. You do you. If someone's doing better than you, or if someone's doing something different to you, be happy for them. Like, where's the harm in being happy for them? If you think someone's doing better than you, then do better yourself. Use that as motivation to push yourself and improve and think outside the box and do something different. Gary V's I don't know if anyone knows Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary Vaynerchuk is amazing. I absolutely love him. Consume as much of his content as you can. I'll post a link to that down below as well. Gary Vaynerchuk is massive about this, that don't worry about what other people are doing. Like, worry about you. The only person you're competing against is yourself. You should be trying to improve yourself a little bit each day. That's your only goal. If you can be a little bit better than yourself than the day before, then man, you win. There's no. I saw a quote. I saw a quote yesterday. I have to bring it up on my phone because I took a screenshot of it because I freaking love it. I was going to post it last night and I never got around to it because I'm so freaking tired at the moment. I don't know if you can read that. I don't believe in competition because 1, you can't beat me. 2, I don't want to be you. And you shouldn't want to be anyone else. You be you. You do you. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Don't worry about what, who's shooting what and where they're shooting and how they're shooting and who's driving what and how they're driving. And if you go out and you have the best run of your life and it might have scored a 0, it might have been nowhere near the best of the top guys, who fucking cares? If you went out and you had fun with it, you enjoyed it and you had an absolute blast that night, you shared it with your mates, you shared it with your friends, you got involved in something new, you learned a new sport, whatever the hell that happens to be, fucking win, man. That is a massive life win. People are so involved and so worried about being better than the next guy or comparing themselves to the next guy. You've got nothing to compare against. You're a different person. What you do is different to the person next to you. You should be worried about just being yourself, being better than yourself, improving yourself each day and nothing else. I could probably rant about this for a very, very long time and I really want to make this a short video, but I've now stretched out to like 11 minutes. All I want to leave you with is don't concentrate on other people. Concentrate on yourself. Concentrate on improving yourself and improving your life, and you're going to be happy. If you spend so much time worrying about everyone else, you're never going to be happy because your life is never going to get better. Your life is never going to improve. You're never going to work on yourself and improve yourself. Work on you and you're always going to be happy. I have no idea if this will hit home with anyone. I have no idea if this helps anyone. I hope it does. I hope someone out there, takes heed of it and, thinks of themselves for a little bit, put themselves first for a bit, improve your life. I hope in some way, shape or form this makes you're a little bit happier. That's the whole goal of this channel, is to show what I'm going through, to help people to find their better path in life and to find them, a little bit more happiness in life and improve themselves. So on that somber note, I will see you all later. Have a lovely day. Hope it gets better from here. Talk to you soon.